So before I start, my Facebook and Twitter are linked down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm on there a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop right in. Today's question is called What Other People Want. And I think that this is probably pretty relevant to a lot of people. Okay, I'm gonna hop right in. Hey Nikki, I have a question for you. And she put in parentheses, duh. What should I do about what people want to plan for me in my life? I mean, my parents seem to have my life planned out. Go to med school and be a doctor. And at first, I was cool with that, but now I want to do something different. I want to be a writer or a musician or something like that. I just don't want to be something so serious as a doctor, if that makes sense. And I know they are my parents, but I don't know how to tell them that that's not what I want. I don't think they would understand or support my ambition to be a writer or something like that. They don't know me that well. So yeah, that's my question. So, this is a little difficult. Now, the thing you guys have to know when I give you advice with family members, I'm going to give you the best, well-rounded, like common sense advice I can, but I do understand that every family is different and that there are different like family dynamics. Like I've had situations, sorry, I just noticed that my light had fallen down and it was going to set the ground on fire if I didn't move it. So yeah, I've had different family situations where people would try to give me advice on like how to deal with you know, my parents and stuff like that, and they would give me advice and I'm like, dude, I know that that's not gonna go over well with my family. Like, you don't know my family. That sounds great, but you don't understand the situation. So first off, you guys have to know, take it with, you know, like, I don't want to say grain of salt, but yeah, kind of, like apply it to what your knowledge is, honestly, of your family. So my advice though to this, the first thing I would say is you would need to sit down and talk to your parents. You said, you know, you don't know how to tell them, but the first step is you have to tell them. Because you know, if you're not going to be going down that path and that's what they're expecting, then they're going to be disciplining you accordingly, like with your grades and whatnot and all that stuff. So you need to sit down and tell them, look, you know, I really appreciate that you guys have these high goals for me and that you believe in me enough to be able to do that. But I have to tell you that that is not what I want. I have this goal, that goal, whatever. You tell them what you want to do and say, I hope you understand where I'm coming from and that I'm not saying I want to do these things because I want to be lazy, because that's not the case. I'm willing to work hard for the things that I do want. I just want to go down a path, like I said, that I do want to do. I'm willing to work very hard for it. I'm willing to take the steps that I need to take to get there, but I feel like I'm at an age where, you know, I can make up my mind, where I need to decide, like, what I need to do, and I already know that that isn't it. So I hope that you understand where I'm coming from, and like I said, this is not me wanting to be lazy. I'm willing to work, and that's what's important. You have to actually ask yourself on a separate note, is it something you really don't want to do, you know, or are you just copping out because it's so much work? Because if it's something you don't want to do, I know people who look at like what I've done in my life with, you know, I told you guys I've gotten to perform a lot and travel and do stuff with my performing, and a lot of people who will say, oh, I want to be an actress, I want to be a performer, and they don't even put in a quarter of the work that I've put in. I've put in so much time, if not more time, and like energy into what I'm doing than some of my friends who have been in school. Like, they've at least had on and off hours, and there have been times where I've worked 80 hours a week. So that being said, you have to make sure when you're evaluating it that it isn't something that you're walking away from just because it's hard, because life is hard work, and anything worth achieving, anything that you want to do, anything that's big and important takes a lot of work, and anyone who tries to tell you that it doesn't and it just falls in your lap is lying. It takes a lot of work. So first off, if you come to that conclusion, okay, I don't want to do this and I am willing to work for it, you know, make sure that that's the truth, and then approach your parents and kind of have a game plan. Like, if you want to be a writer, it might be good to go into the conversation with a game plan. If you go, I think I want to write, you know, you tell your parents that, you know, I don't want to do this, I want to do this, and you say, let's say you said, I think I want to write. Say, you know, what I'm planning on doing for that is I really want to, you know, maybe take AP English classes. I really want to enroll in some of the community college classes, like, because I'm assuming you're still in high school. Like, now I want to try to apply for an internship at the local paper, or start writing for my school paper or whatever, and, you know, I want to start doing these things because this is the school that I'm looking at to get in for writing. Or maybe you're not looking at a school, maybe you want to go straight to writing, but, you know, to kind of have a general game plan and tell them, like, you know, it may change, so the direction, you know, what I'm doing to achieve that goal may change as I'm moving there, but I want you to know that I am moving forward and I'm willing to work my butt off to get there. So yeah, that's the best advice I can give you. If your parents then, you know, they flip out and they tell you like, no, 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 then honestly, my best advice would be to keep the peace in your household. You know, your parents love you. It's coming from a very loving place. Keep the peace, work hard, do your schoolwork, do what you need to do. But if that's really something that you're going, dude, I know I can't live the rest of my life being a doctor. I can't. I mean, because this is like a big deal, okay, guys? If you're going, I can't do this, then when the time comes that you're 18, then you choose to take a different path, you know? And if you want it that bad, then you'll be okay with mom and dad going, well, if you take a different path, we're not paying for you. Like, you have to move out. Because if you want it that bad, you'll be like, okay, and you'll figure it out. You'll move out, you'll get a job, you know? So, but for right now, you need to just keep the peace and do what they say to do if, you know, if they get really upset with you and stuff. And guys, this advice is not coming from a place of like, do what you want, like, screw your parents. Not at all, because they love you and they want what's best for you. It is coming from a place of, though, at a certain point in your life, you will be an adult living your own life. At a certain point, not now, for anyone out there that's like 12 or 16, but at a certain point. And at 18, if they're really that much like on you about doing something that you don't want to do, 18 is the point where you legally can say, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And you can say, I love you, I hope you'll support me. And if they don't support you, if you want it that bad, be prepared to say, okay, I love you a lot, but then I'm gonna have to, you know, do this on my own. It's not severing ties, it's not being disrespectful, it's making a decision for yourself as an adult and moving forward in that. Now, that being said, I come from a really, really supportive family, so I understand it is easier said than done, but you have to understand that this is your life you're talking about. So if you really want to do something else and at 18 they're still telling you, no, do this or we don't support you, then you're gonna have to like grow some balls, if that sounds bad, and you're gonna have to do what's right for you. So I hope you all have heard my heart in this, and that you don't think that I'm telling you to disrespect your parents, because I'm not, and that you don't think I'm telling you to just like, yeah, just whatever, parents, because I'm not. I hope you hear, though, that I want people to go after what they love and be happy. And at a certain point, you have to do that for yourself. So I was about to go on another tangent about that in a different sense, but whatever. We have lots of these episodes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope I didn't yak your ear off and bore you to tears. Yeah, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. It would mean a lot. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.